What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? I was sitting here, I was talking to my brother earlier, and this is just something that's just been going on all day today. Like this silent. You ever had them days where you just have like introspection? But I call it the real, the all-seeing place. And I just want to share that, you know, it's been bits and pieces these last maybe month, month or two. Really, most of my life, honestly. But I had my awakening, first awakening, probably like in 2011, 2012, when I like 2 years after high school. But I was sitting here today thinking and just really just listening. I ain't gonna say thinking, but just really just listening. And I really just start to see what really matters for the first time in a long time. Like I've seen this, I've had this scene before, but it was like a renewal. It was like a renewal in my spirit. And what really matters, because you really wake up and you look around you, there's always advertisements, always get the latest this and get the latest phone and get the latest shoes and clothes. And again, honestly, there's nothing wrong with having the finer things of life. But if you think about it, most people, well, I live in America, so most Americans, um, they overconsume. You go to work to make money. It's not for everybody, but there's a high level of people that make money, and what do you just buy to consume? Now, again, that's balance. Buy things to take care of yourself. I'm not here to tell you what you spend, what you can't spend your money on. This is not even about money, but it's really hit me that we're we live in a oversaturated world, and not enough people are focused on what truly matters. And I feel like anytime you go through a soul awakening, aka they call it the dark night of the soul, you don't want to engage and evolve and involve yourself in the things you used to do, especially if you're distracted. I know when I first had my awakening, I wasn't interested in partying for a while. I didn't have a desire to be around a lot of people unless you were helping me on that path of the all-seeing path, which is the God path, your God self. I just made a video about that, about the Christ within you. You should check it out if you feel inclined to. But I was just at a point where I didn't want to be around the society norm. This is before quarantine, before COVID. And it made me realize that, damn, like, this is all fake. This stuff that we've been taught and been conditioned to is fake. It's just all fake, man. It's illusions. And now this is something I've been seeing for a while. No matter how many things I go through in life, I'm going through a rough patch right now. But I continue to stay true to myself and not sell myself short simply because there's a perceived struggle or perceived circumstances that seem like I cannot get past. So again, it's really important to just really take time to be alone and just sit with yourself and ask yourself these questions. Just be like, man, what really matters? And if you haven't done it any time, this year, especially with this COVID, most people have time on their hands. I know there's a high level of people unemployment. You've had time to really sit back and reflect. And it takes a while. It's not an overnight process or a quick fix. Like, it's not one of them things where it's like, aha, okay, I automatically know what I want. No, it's not even like that. It's more of a just intuitive thing, if I can call it anything. It's your soul knowing. It's an inside, it's a quiet whisper. And it just have quiet conversations with you inside all day, all day, all day. It's the Holy Spirit within you, your God self, and it's just speaking to you. And it's just like, man, your ego ain't never satisfied. It's always gonna want more. Your ego is always just want more. It's just want more and more and more. It's never gonna be satisfied, man. Never. It ain't never really gonna be truly satisfied. Now, there's nothing wrong with the ego because we need the ego to balance our life out. You feel me? This human existence. But again, I'm making this a highlight. The whole point of making a highlight on this is because, you know, I feel like there's not enough people that spend enough time in nature and 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 doing and hiking and going to the ocean and going to the lake, whatever you have by you, and just really taking in the real creation that God made for us. Now, material gain, possessions, I should say, they are here for us to enjoy. That's it. They're an enjoyment. You can't take none of this with you. You can't take none of this stuff with you. Nothing in this stuff you can't take with you. None of it. You cannot take anything with you. The only thing you can really take with you is your experiences and the love that you received and you gave love to people. In reality, the unconditional love. And humans can be messy. So unconditional love comes from God first. If you don't know God, then obviously just finding the God within you, because more than any time, we need to be prepared, you know? And find the inner peace, find the inner calmness in the storm, in the chaos, because that's all that's really gonna matter, man. That's all that matters. If you have kids, you know, your kids rely on you on a different level. They rely on you to be strong for them. So, you know, I'm not a parent myself, but I know if I were a parent, then I know that I would truly have to rely on God more than ever, because I know I got this little one to look out for. Or if you know, married, or how whatever the situation is, I'm using that for example. More than anything, rely on God and realize that this overconsumption world don't matter if you pay attention. That's why states like California, and I think some other places, some other countries, they completely ban plastic straws. And a lot of people are like, oh, that's stupid. It's like, not really, because it just really shows you that you do a lot of things that you don't need. You don't need too much outside yourself to make it to get to the next place. You don't. It's an illusion, man. You don't need things like you think you do. Most of them are just wants, and that's cool that you want it. We here to experience life. You feel me? We here to experience this life on a different level. But at the same time, the problem becomes when that's all you live for is that dollar bill. When all you think you gotta do is hustle, man, that's out. Align yourself to what's true to you. And it takes reflecting. You might lose some people along the way. You might lose some relationships. But if you do, that means they weren't meant to be sticking with you from the jump. So I just wanted to come on here today and just share that. Just felt like, I don't know if anyone needs to hear this, but I just felt in my heart this needs to be shared. Do you. Do you to the highest degree. Find out what makes you joy. We all still are discovering. You're not even really learning so much about yourself. You're just rediscovering who you really are, because when you came into this world, you came with everything equipped. You were equipped to come to this earth for these challenges. You were equipped. So now it's time to remember your true essence. It's time to remember. It is time to remember who you really are. And this doesn't have to be a tough process, fear-mongering. This is not a fear-mongering message at all. I'm coming from a genuine place, but I'm also coming from a place of integrity and standing in my power and telling you this, man. It's time. So don't let this world fool you. Just do you. Ask God to give you clarity, because we all going through something, but just know we on our way to a beautiful destination, and you're already whole as you are right now. So find out what really matters to you, and what makes you happy, what makes your heart sing. That's what really gonna matter at the end of this all, and that's what always mattered, even in the beginning of time. That's what always mattered. That's why all this, everything's getting destroyed and all these things happen, because it's time to get back realigned. Realign to our true nature. It's here, y'all. So thank you for taking time to watch this. I hope you got something out of this video. If you want to follow me more, where you can find me on social medias, on Instagram at Peace by Christ 11, Twitter at Peace by Christ 11. The link is also in the description too. So I hope you have a blessed day. If you feel called to share this, you're more than welcome to share it. If you got any questions, just send me in the DM. All right. Well, y'all have a blessed one. Okay. See you guys in the later now. Peace.